Going on. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit tricked when I came here because my friends were like, "Hey, do you want to go to some place and drink all night and support breasts?" And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds fantastic." And then I came here and I was like, "Oh, this is still cool. This is still a good idea. I mean, I can work with this. A little bit about myself. I'm an only child. Only children get so much shit. They're like, "Oh yeah, you guys are so conceited. You guys always like being on stage. You guys can't share the spotlight with others. It's always about you." Anybody out? I think it's bullshit. Anybody out there an only child? Dude, fuck, put your hand down. It's my damn show, seriously. I'm the comedian. I'm the one not getting paid to be here. I'm the one that's on Facebook and YouTube. It's not like anybody can be on Facebook and YouTube. Am I right? Am I right? I don't really know how that works. So a little bit about myself too. I have children. I have 2 kids. My oldest is 2. She's great. She's super smart though, so it kind of freaks me out a little bit. I don't even know if I can hold conversations with her anymore because she'll be like sitting there talking to me and she's like, "Daddy, that's a trapezoid," and I'll be like, "You're right, sweetie, that is a trapezoid." She'll do this stuff too where I think I make her stupid when I hang out with her because she'll be sitting there and my wife works at Brown and Crouppen and she pointed to the symbol between the Brown and the Crouppen and she goes, "Daddy, ampersand." And I'm like, "No, sweetheart, that's the and symbol. Ampersand. No, you're just making up shit. That word really exists." Oh man, my mom always wanted me to be a model, and so she's like, "Oh, you should be a model," because your mom's always tells you shit like that. She's like, "Oh, you should really be a model," and unless they come out with like a back and ass hair magazine, I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. I mean, you guys can't see it, but it's a mess back there. I'm just telling you, it looks like a fucking briar patch back there, man. And it's funny because my friends are like, "Why don't you just shave that shit, man? Just shave it." But I'm so scared. I'm like, what am I gonna find back there when I shave it? Some people have like dingleberries, and I have like dingle bushels back there. Okay, I may find some stuff that I swallowed when I was a kid. I may find like 5 light bright pieces and a piece of fruit stripe gum that I swallowed when I was 6 years old. Fuck. Now all the ladies are looking at me like, "Damn, I want to see that." Oh, man. I wrote notes on my hand. I'm not going to try to fucking fool you guys, just so you know. My wife and I were kind of high rollers. We live in a nice little gated community, but our gated community is kind of weird. I don't know what's going on, but we have to be in our house by 7 o'clock. And we can't leave our house until 7 a.m. the next day. And it's like, our house is only 1 room, and people are always moving in boxes in and out. And the guy who sold me said it's like one of these new gated community calls, a storage unit. And no one's there at Halloween. It's awkward. It's just nuts. But we roll. We're high rollers. I'm big on equality. Where my black ladies at tonight? There they are back there. Yeah, and I love black women. I love everybody, but I like black women not because you guys do that thing that you make your booty bounce. It defies the laws of physics. Not just because of that. I like you because you're loud. Black women laugh. They are loud. They will interrupt your show to say, "You are funny." Thank you. White people smirk and they're like, and then the next day they try to pass a joke off as their own at work. White people. When I was practicing this, I was actually like, white, and I'm like, no, that's something totally different. I gotta keep it low. White. Frustrated. But it's funny, black women, I'm not gonna pick on you, alright? But, and I know comics joke about this, but black women, they say, "Oh, they play talk in movie theaters all the time." But you know what? That's not fair. It's not fair to segregate you because, black men talk in movie theaters too. So from now on, I'm not going to segregate. I'm just going to say black people in general talk in movie theaters. And I kid you not, this is a true story. I'm in a movie theater, and we're watching, this is like 6 years ago, true story. I kid you not. This guy comes in, he's on his cell phone, because that's the best place to talk on your cell phone. You have to be, think about this, at some point in time, you're out in the lobby and you're like, dude, it's way too quiet, there's not enough people. Let me go someplace where it's really loud and I have to scream, there's tons of people. Guy comes in, he's on his cell phone, it's about halfway through the movie, which I don't understand. He comes halfway through the movie, looks at the screen, he goes, damn! That dude's getting fucked up! And it's quiet in the whole movie theater. I kid you not, the movie was Passion of the Christ. So I'm sitting there, I'm right behind him, and I'm like, what do you do? Do you explain to him that's Jesus? Do you like start to pray for his soul? Like, do you agree with him? Because technically he was getting fucked up. I mean, he was getting, and it was so awkward because I didn't know what to do. It's crazy. But I love black people. In fact, I actually used to think that I was part black because I have a big penis. I do. I have a big penis, okay? It's my flaw. But, yeah, I have a big penis, but then when I realize that I am 100% white when I say that I have a big penis, because white people are the only people that say penis. Because it sounds small. Black people would never say penis. They use cool words like schlong and dong. You know? You never see R. Kelly be like, yeah, get up, girl, my penis. You never see that. Man. You guys like strip clubs? I can see some. I'm watching the reactions across the crowd. Everybody's just like, oh, geez. I thought this was going to be a nice family thing. You guys like strip? I don't like strip clubs. I don't see the point of strip clubs. You know, you're a guy, you're horny. You're like, I'm going to go to a strip club. I'm going to spend $100, and you leave more horny. Unless you wear Umbros. That guy knows what I'm talking about. Right there. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Then you get your money's worth. But I don't get strip clubs because, you're sitting there and you're with your buddy and he's like, oh, I'm going to get married. I'm like, oh, great. Let's take him to a strip club. Let's show you what you're never going to have. Ever. It's like taking a homeless dude to the Home and Garden show downtown. You're like, here you go. This is nice, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. You're never going to have this. You're going to go home to the same old boring cardboard box that never cooks or cleans or... Oh, I'm sorry. Love you, sweetheart. And plus, I'm not allowed to go into strip clubs. There was an incident, okay? I don't really think it was my fault. You guys can judge after I tell the story. I got kicked out because I made it hail. And what making it hail means is when you're a college kid and you can't really make it rain, but you have 89 cents to give to the nice lady. And, maybe it was me. Maybe I underestimated strippers and classiness. And I apologize to any strippers here tonight. But yeah, so I throw up 89 cents, and I'm like, make it hail! And it was almost like one of those movies where the light shuts off, and the music just like... Do you know it's possible to get picked up by your neck? It is crazy. Yeah, bouncers hate that shit, man. And why even go to strip clubs? Really, let's not be offensive, okay? There's women, I'm just trying to make sure that girl gets through high school. Why even go to strip clubs? I mean, let's be respectable, okay? Let's look at internet porn, okay? It's available to you at home. It's free. If I was ever gonna sell, high-speed internet, I would go find out who was getting married. And I'd be like, you're going to need this. Because I tell you right now, you're going to look at more porn. And it only takes one time where the video freezes on that infamous white man's ass shot for 30 seconds to totally kill the mood for you. But yeah, you have the internet. And what's funny is, I always know, okay, I look at porn. But I always know when my wife knows that I look at porn, and when I left something open that I shouldn't have, because she'll come up to me and she'll go, Am I your type? And then, guys, we freak out. We don't know what to do. We're like, So we start guessing. Oh my God, was it PornTube? Was it SexTube? Was it Brazzers? Was it Mike's Apartment? Was it? Oh my God! It wasn't AmputeeAmy.com. What was it? I'm like, was it our sister's Facebook page? And I'm like, what do you do? And so you start to freak out a little bit, and you're like, so you start telling her all your secrets, and then you start making excuses. You're like, oh my God. What I tried to do was go to Angie's list, and it went to Angie's fist. It was just a typo. That guy knows what I'm talking about. It was just a typo. Or you're trying to say, the kids, they were having a birthday party, I thought I'd get them some clowns, and all of a sudden it took me to this link where it was 2 midget clowns having sex. It wasn't my fault, babe. And then we come up and we confess everything that we look at that day. And then she comes back and she's like, it was just a blonde chick. And you're like, oh, blonde girl. Yeah, no, you're not my type. Man. But, I really hate, as you think, I hate technology. I do. I was actually coming on the way here and I stopped at a gas station. And I miss the days of whenever you could just sit on a toilet, take a dump, flush it, grab a paper towel, and be on your way. But no, now it's complicated. Now you sit on a toilet. You have to be sitting at 90 degrees, or you get an enema. It automatically flushes. And I'm not a 90 degree pooper. I'm more of like a 45 degree. If I eat, no offense to Qdoba, but I eat Qdoba, I'm more of a 25 degree. Back in college, when I used to eat hot wings and drink a lot, sometimes I was 180 degree. That's standing up for all you non-math majors. But yeah, so I used to hate technology, and I think it all started when my dad would buy me gifts that he didn't really understand. Like, he was like, oh, he's a 6-year-old, he's a bachelor, he didn't understand what to get me. So he'd always buy me what was on sale at Radio Shack. So he'd be like, oh, okay, here you go, son, I'm 6. He's like, here's a pocket Rolodex. And I'm like, I know 3 people, Dad, and one's you and Mom. And you could have got me a Post-it note and a pen. That would have been happy. Next year, Pocket Thesaurus. I'm like, sweet, a dinosaur. This is going to be great. I'm an only child, so I still play with it like it's a dinosaur. I'm like, rah! I have no idea what the fuck a dinosaur is. I had to wait till next year when I got my pocket dictionary to look up thesaurus to find out what that was. But, guys, that's all I got. I appreciate it. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. If you guys like my show and you want to follow me, I drive an Equinox outside. We'll go to Denny's after this. But in all seriousness, if you guys want to buy a CD, you guys like me, I'm selling CDs in my car. They're not CDs of the show. They're just CDs I bought and I don't list anymore. Like the Boomerang soundtrack. You can only listen to that PM Dawn song so many times before you throw it away. Have a good night, guys.
John Sept.